Who are you?
Hello, we're here to...
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply strut up here. Given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. I'll have you know that you are speaking with the Schubert Lawrence, a blood descendant. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Such now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees, apologize for your negligent actions, and give...
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something so...
In former times, when people knew their place and respected traditions, such conduct was only... and neglecting your manners would result in a swift whipping. But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the wayside and manners forgotten. What did you say? You dare question the dignity? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. I, however, strive to retain the elegance and etiquette of the nobility. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. I have nothing to discuss with the like. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct commoners on basic... Now I have more pressing matters to attend to.
So this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Talking's over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight! I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. Huh? Judging by your expression, you must have run into some trouble.
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things...
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee you just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let...
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named but it turns out that he's a peculiar character that doesn't listen to anyone.
Aha, Schubert! I know him! Let me guess, he said you didn't have any manner. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very
you mean everyone in the Lawrence clan is just a big headache?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand their thinking, but that's just not how things are anymore. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan, my good buddy, Eula.
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's strange. If Eula is a member of the Lawrence clan, then why would Master Jean choose us for the...
Well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that Eula... In their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. Just explain the situation, and I'm sure she'll help you come up with a... In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning. You should be able to find her around Storm...
Thanks, Amber. All right, you heard her. Let's...
Good luck, you two. I've got my own matters to investigate.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members? The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later!
Have a load of this! Use this. Cook this through some quiet.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracking these targets? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the... If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon does...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for...
Arch enemies? Wait a minute! You were saying how glad you were that we were unscathed a second...
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets all the way back to Mondstadt. Which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble. My vengeance would be swifter still.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that's me.
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although at least we can communicate with her.
You dare? Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, he's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to fit...
No! This is an assignment from Master Jean! It's just...
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural...
Hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the Ruthless
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another
But... didn't you say...
Curious. We've only just met, and you've already given me 3 I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you finally be able to communicate with my uncle.
That's right! Amber told us to...
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back in Mondstadt. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's the acting grandmaster...
Paimon's confused. Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so we'll begin with our first...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things... Don't worry, there's a time and place for exacting vengeance.
You need to be in the right mood for vengeance.
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if who knows how long it will be before I get to you.
Well, if you have so much to...
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of moral integrity fears no slanderous attack. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation... But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full punishment. I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, there are 2 key points that aristocrats attach great importance to. Let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have...
Oh, Paimon's already learned some... Mark my words! Vengeance will...
Not even close. And besides, it sounds strange.
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And didn't you say not to call others strange? It seems you don't respect the rules of your own clan.
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous formalities. Here, allow me to demonstrate. For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, as the morning dew greets the...
As the morning dew does what now?
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value. Yet also suggests that friendship... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good...
But didn't you just say
Yes, I did. But you must... Dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. To use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to... This is only the first step in making a greeting. After addressing one...
Wait! This, perhaps it would be better if you...
Ah. Very well. Come with me.
Oh, you...
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. I have words for you. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground with utmost sincerity.
Huh? I can't make heads or tails of anything you're saying.
Hold on. Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's prestige... Got it.
Is everyone from the Lawrence clans? The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with them. If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control myself if...
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my words, vengeance will be mine!
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry a terrible reputation.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find someone else.
We're way behind schedule.
You there, lowly toiler. You stand in the presence of a member of the... Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility, and solemnly kneel to the ground with utmost sincerity. Huh? Why don't you respond? According to the custom, I must wait until you kneel completely before I can say the next words. Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention to our difference in status. Oh dear, I've already stared at you for quite a while. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling, as it may be a little inconvenient. I shall continue.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might... And again, I've got no words...
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. If I keep grandstanding like this, the outcome won't be good. I'll remember your unwilling... You there, lowly worker.
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's all... I mean, seriously, can't you just take a...
Please calm down. We don't...
I know she's a knight of Favonius, and that the knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but then even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still scheming to reclaim Mondstadt and reinstate their aristocratic rule. And if that wasn't enough... Here you are purposefully using their awkward way of speaking just to put on an act? Don't you care for the feelings of us ordinary folk?
You have a point. But mark my words, this transgression will not go unnoticed.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for you, but I'm sorry, but listen here. If you don't want things to get more...
Forget it. There's no point... It's all right. This happens quite often. Let's find someone else to talk to.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea the feelings between the Lawrence clan and the people of Mondstadt were so bitter.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word among every household in Mondstadt. Even 3-year-olds know the story. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today.
So this is the way things are normally for you? There's no—
That's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate for those who have made mistakes. Accepting punishment is only fair, right? As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of such grievances are passed from one generation to the next. At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the elders of my family. I have
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate?
Oh, that reminds me. Let's leave it at that. Just think of it as something I like to do. But unfortunately, you—
Right? Right? We'll just have to roll with it for now. Let's just keep Eula from getting anyone else riled up.
Well then, I'm a proper manner of— But we must also I have a very effective way of training for this. Come with me to Dragonspine.
It's so cold.
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified— For example, you can see that part of the head is quite difficult to traverse. But a well-trained aristocrat—
Hyman thinks we've— Compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh. This—
All right, let's—
We're way behind schedule. We're way behind schedule. Next on the agenda.
Not bad. A lot better. Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate the situation. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of— My family set only the highest expectation. Let's proceed, shall we?
We're way behind schedule.
This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Obey!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all.
Time to act. Rain out.
Let me weave you a verse. Know my sword.
Well done. And you managed to remain calm even in these cruel, given such an outstanding...
Like Paimon said. So, that's it for our training, right? Then let's get out of Dragonspine before Paimon turns into a popsicle.
Hold on. I was commending the Traveler's performance just now. You, on the other hand, seem to have made no...
What? You mean Paimon was also part of the training?
Yes, of course. You were frantically flying and dashing about throughout the entire thing. Not an elegant sight at all. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it. It's too cold here. Besides...
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. A cause for vengeance, perhaps. Now, drink the...
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm. Didn't you just say that you were freezing?
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned into a Paimon popsicle, that would ruin my plans for vengeance. So, dear friend...
Ah! Paimon knew something was off!
All in the name of vengeance. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mom. I already have something in mind. Let's pay Sarah...
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber. Seems we're just bound to run into you these days.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about grabbing a bite at Good Hunter.
Very well. It's been some time. Come, take a seat.
Yes? Is there something else you'd like?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gabrotinous
Coming right up. It'll take some time to...
hold on a moment. Is this satisfying?
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables...
So, we clearly didn't order this. Yet you prepared it.
You're gonna take revenge on her?
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villainous character I am. Well then...
Delicious unauthorized
Why would you choose Gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only long-standing patrons such as...
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too much. Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even finish a bite.
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, I'd say that Of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts contempt as much as she does.
It's fine when you're just joking between us, but I'm afraid our honorary knight might misunderstand you. Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just how she is.
But I am serious, and I'll remember every transgression committed against me. Ugh, it's no wonder so many people dislike you.
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
What?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. All right, no need to look so sullen. I'm just kidding.
Oh, I'm stuffed.
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle, don't underestimate my ability to exact All right.
Aren't you
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be... yes. Please do remember...
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again.
on the agenda? Here, the Gebratinus Fleischmitz sauerkraut is ready to go. And by the way, don't worry too much when Eula says strange things. She's actually a very good person.
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sight of Eula when she was trying to speak with the others in but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the Lawrence name. They are unable to see past her family, therefore they don't actually see Eula for herself. So no matter what Eula tries to do...
How come you're able to see Eula?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused quite an uproar. Many people signed a petition demanding that the Knights reverse. At the same time, numerous members of the Lawrence clan crowded the entrance of the Knights of Favonius headquarters, clamoring for Eula to give an explanation.
Whoa! So both...
That's right. So you can imagine how determined Eula... But thanks to Grandmaster Varka and the unwavering attitudes of others in the Knights of Favonius, in the eyes of the people, she's a stain on the Knights of Favonius. But she simply fulfills her duty as a knight. Silently, people like Eula should be approached with care and understanding. I believe a day will come when things will get better.
Once everything's settled, we should go to...
I'm glad. I think that would make her very... Take care.
Could this be another aristocratic custom?
Ah, it's you again. Magnanimous. Yes, indeed, that is... Very well. I'm certainly not one to be narrow-minded.
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
Ah, a kindred spirit, I see. Yes, we must... Impressive. My intentions were to test your humility.
Oh, so he was testing him.
Your conduct is satisfactory. I must, if I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of... Ah, good. Very good.
By the way, we brought a gift.
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. As a young person now, it's been so long since I dug into a big... Ah, yes. This aroma.
Now even Paimon's starting to wonder...
I acknowledge your genuine goodwill. Such sincerity must certainly... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? Well, considering your meticulous etiquette, you... Please, come with me. We happen to be in need of to see some... friends from a distant land.
So he trusts us solely based on your...
Well then, let's get going, shall we?
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do?
Huh? And therefore we shouldn't allow them to admire our true faces so...
Good thinking. Paimon thought for sure.
Let's proceed, shall we? As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
Sorry, can we walk any faster?
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps. Moving hurriedly is unacceptable.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected.
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business.
Hold it right there! Who's...
If you really they're my guests. If you happen to offend them in even the...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy. We must...
You dare question the ways of a nobleman?
No need to sound all high and mighty. Fine.
Come here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this? And who, may I ask, is this?
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely...
Our plans are strictly confidential. Furthermore, there's been word that an outlander who joined...
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is well versed in the Knights of Favonius. Pay no regard to such...
And what about this?
Enough! You dare question my word? Without the support, you must immediately offer your sins...
Fine. I'll take you now to the matter at hand. Did you bring the diagram of...
Oh, so that...
Yes, of course.
Let me see. Ah. Why is it so poorly...
Excuse me? I'll have you know that I would... That shape is the symbol of the Knights of Favonius. Flag of the Lawrence, the rights to that building, as well as the whole of Mondstadt.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use haggling. We will make good use of the intel you provided. Also, be certain not to divulge...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and I. Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Perfect.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't...
Very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the Honorary Knight and their trusty companion, Paimon! We're here to crush your evil schemes!
So this was all just a plot?
It's your own fault! Who would put so much trust in some...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew I should have... No matter. We already have the intel we...
They're running off in different directions! Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
I will enter. I guess.
The door is open! Let's go! Is that Eula?
touch me! Get out of my—
It seems we finally caught up with you. This place— Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went—
Aha! I see now. So you're the one that taught them out. Furthermore, there is a rule in our family. Such traditions are never to be taught to our—
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what? I had no reason not to—
You have brought shame to our family and ruined my—
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing to—
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. I am your uncle. You still have a chance. Defeat every Knight of Favonius here. Then I shall plead with the family to spare you and give—
So just to be clear, you want a Knight of Favonius—
I shall say this one last time. You are— The blood of the Lawrence clan flows in your veins. You must comply with the will of the family.
Since when have I ever complied with the will of the family?
Why, you unruly maid!
If anyone should be angry, it should be me. As a member of the Lawrence clan, you knowingly plotted against the city of Mondstadt and threatened its safety. Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make trying to keep—
You dare let—
That's right. In the name of the family that you so dearly revere, I've never experienced the age of glory you always speak of. And but I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And I deeply understand what the Lawrence clan should never and will never become what you've dreamed it to be.
Oh, the disgrace of it all! How could such a rebellious monster emerge from our own family?
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical here. Politeness and elegance seem to have gone out the window.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take him away. Given that you've already taken action, I assume you've come across some conclusive evidence?
Paimon took a peek at their diagram. Your uncle had mapped out all of the Knight's patrol routes and marked out key information about Mondstadt.
And there was me thinking that he was just another elder of the family. And a lazy one. Let's discuss this later. Our first priority is recovering that diagram. Huh? More speed. More speed.
Let's dance.
Unleash!
They're here! Stop them!
More speed.
All hail!
Obey!
Pardon honorably.
Beg for mercy. Yeah! Crush! More speed.
Boba, get them!
Let's move. Use this.
I can fix this!
Can't run! Well, try. Finally. Miscalculated. No excuse for slackness. Almost. Stay right there. Let's not waste time.
Next on the agenda.
Hey, yeah! I'm the right.
This isn't good.
Accessed in a...
Boba, get...
Shudder! Born of ice and frost.
Go, Barbara! That's where they put the diagram!
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight.
Crush!
You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
Shudder!
Finally, some quiet.
Take your truth! Access denied!
Harden up!
Beg for mercy! Crush!
This is trouble. Death.
This must be it. They may very well have all, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no use in them at—
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hinged purely on taking Mondstadt by force, as opposed to with the help of a puppet, the Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Their opposition wouldn't just be Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll know how to handle things from here.
Oh yeah! You suddenly appeared at just the right moment!
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui, I came to exact my vengeance. You
Finally! After all this time, Paimon understands what you're saying! In reality, you sensed that something might happen to us. You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought a team to take a look!
My purpose was vengeance. You don't look too bright. And mark my words, I'll remember that.
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fighting spirit. I'll take this diagram back to the Knights of Favonius and—
Sure! Well—
That you will. And make sure not to steal my targets next time.